Hello and good morning. It's Kim Hillard here. We're going to do just kind of a 15-20 minute, I don't have a clock in this room at the moment, so who knows exactly how long it'll go. A little workout for you today. Sorry, I'm a little late getting on. I was trying to figure out something technical, and of course, I'm always a little more challenged than that I'd like to admit. So we're going to go ahead and come right next to your chair and make sure that you have a plate or two handy. I just have paper plates here. They're already a little bit torn up because I was using them to kind of practice a little bit. So we'll use those in a minute, but I do want us to warm up pretty well today. If you were on Jill's Live this morning, you maybe already did a few movements, but we're going to go ahead and do a couple more. So I'm going to have that hand on the chair, shoulders back and down, and I just want you to lift that outside leg straight up. You can feel like you're kind of pulling with the string and bring that knee up at least as high as the hip if possible. Maybe higher if you can. Arm can be out for balance or up to challenge yourself just a little bit more. So take whatever option works best for you. And one more there. Good. And then I just want you to kick and swing. Kick and swing that foot back. So I've got the knee staying pretty much ahead of the other leg, and I'm just kicking through, keeping that foot fully flexed so that I don't hit the carpet. Shoulders are back and down, belly button is up and in. Now, carpet is going to work best for this workout if you have a carpeted space because the plates will slide a little bit more easily there. And one more. Perfect. I just want you to walk to the other side, and we'll do that same thing. So knee up first and down. Shoulders back. Draw those abs up and in. Inhale and exhale. Feel resistance both directions. Good. Arm wherever you need it. And one more. Good. And then we're going to just keep that knee out there and kick and pull it back. A little bit of a flex through the foot to keep it from hitting the floor. Good job. Shoulders back. Pull those abs up and in. Good. Did you see me wobble just a little bit when I took that knee out there? That's okay. If you feel a little bit of wobble, that actually means you're really working to challenge the balance, which is the whole intention of this class. And one more. Perfect. Good. Now I just want you to place one hand on your chair here. Bring your feet about hip distance apart. And we're just going to round over, reaching toward that chair and come tall. Good. We'll just do a few of these on each side. Get that spine warmed up. Good. And 6. Good. Stay right here. And now I want you to keep your belly button forward and just twist that hand over and open. So this might feel a little bit better to that shoulder if your hand doesn't like to go overhead. Just make this option the same all the way through. Good. And then let's switch to the other side. So hand on and just round over and come up. Round. Try not to press down into that hand. Just get that nice round. Again, if you'd prefer to kind of round with that arm down, you can do that instead. Last time there. And now let's open and hand to hand. 6, 5, 4, 3. Good job. 2 and 1. Perfect. All right, come a little bit closer here. Hand still up for some support. And I just want you to point and flex your foot a few times. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's go to the other side. Get those little ankle movements in again. So point and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. If I put my hand down here, it helps me not hunch those shoulders as much. So I'm going to move that since I have the option. And 8, reverse it for 8. 7, abs tight. 5, 4, breathe. 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, shake that out. So this is going to be mostly a leg workout. So we'll get a little bit of abs in, maybe seated here in a few minutes, but we're going to basically stay standing. Now you could do this seated, and you can do it without a chair too. You could do it on the wall. So we're going to start with this circle, the plate here, and we're going to make circles with our foot. So options, let me show you. You can come down here and make your circle right here. I'm going to do it standing with my hand on the chair, but you might just do it with your hand on the wall. So lots of options. I want you to place that toe right into the center of the plate, shoulders back and down nice and tall. Again, I'm going to kind of put my hand a little bit lower because way up here makes my elbow want to go up, which makes my shoulder want to go up, and that's not really good. So if you have that option, take your hand a little bit lower. So I want just the toes on. I don't want the whole foot flat. And I'm kind of relevating the heel up. And I want you to just make little circles. So we're going to inhale and exhale. 8, 7, shoulders back. 6, 5, yes, it makes a weird noise. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse it. Go away from you for 8, 7. Now make sure this knee is nice and soft. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll switch to the other side. I've just got that plate there. Same thing. 8 circles each direction. Soft knee here, toes in the center. Inhale and exhale. 8. Now, you might find that this foot wants to kind of turn out. 5, 4, that's fine. 3, 2, 1. Other way for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come to the other side again. And we're going to take that foot in front and behind. So if you don't have a plate at home, holy cow, you can do this without. Not a big deal. It's just going to give us a little bit more friction, a little bit more resistance if we can keep that foot closer to the floor. If you have socks and a hardwood floor, you'll get pretty much the same thing. So we're just going right in front. And I've got both of my heels turned in a little bit and toes turned out. I also found that it works better to have shoes on because I got a little bit more grip in the middle of the plate instead of just socks. Just if you're in socks, maybe you want to change the shoes. All right, so soft knees, bold places. Inhale and exhale, over and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll switch to the other side. Now you could stay on one side and do them all on one side if you would like to. That would be more challenging. Or you can be like me and switch. All right, here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, back over here. And this one's a little bit different. I think I might show you sideways as I get going here. So I'm going to place both of those feet in parallel. And I've got some room here for that plate. So I'm not super close. I want to be able to slide that plate. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a squat here. Move this forward a little bit of a squat here. And I'm going to come forward and back. So I want you to go as much as you can. Squat, forward, and back. Get that range of motion in, keeping that knee nice and soft. Good, and you're keeping that heel off again all the way through. This is kind of like a single leg squat with a little distraction on this side through the hip. And one more I think gives us about 8. And then we'll switch sides. Good, so keep that foot in the middle. Hinge a little bit forward, but keep the shoulders back and down. Nice soft knee here, forward and back. 8, 7, 6, arm wherever you're most comfortable. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to stay sideways, but you don't have to. What I want you to do here is just a backwards movement. So I'm going to line my knees up, right? I don't have this knee way far ahead of this one. I've got the knee back, which brings the toes back a little farther. And I'm going to push back and draw it forward. Now you could come all the way down and back, or just stay pretty tall. Good. A few more here. Yeah, that gets that hip flexor. And one more, please. And 8. Excellent. Let's switch to the other side. Now you could be off to the side of your chair, wherever is most comfortable for you. I'm just trying to give a better view here. Are you getting warm? I'm getting warm. Take off my Nike sweatshirt. Don't love Nike very much, but have owned their clothes a long time. All right, so shoulders back, nice and deep. Bring that knee back, right? And now what I was noticing for me was that I was trying to draw that knee so that my toes were lined up behind the other heel. Try not to do that. Try to stay right out to the side as though your feet were on railroad tracks. Shoulders back, nice and tall. Here we go. Good, so try a couple and see how you're feeling today. Maybe you want to bend and come nice and deep. Hand wherever you need it. And one more, please. Oh, that's my favorite so far. How you feeling? Good. I want you to go ahead and take both of those plates here and either sit or stand. Sitting, I'm going to take that option today. Putting those feet in together. Good. So I've got the toes on again, heels off, shoulders back. Again, you could do it standing. You might want to maybe even be facing the wall with both hands on or both hands behind that chair. It's a little bit tricky. I would even turn your chair around so that you had a little more room if you could. Okay, so I'm going to take my right leg out and in, left leg out and in a nice V, shoulders back. Good. All right, let's bring those arms up, shoulders back. Good. You wanted to hold on to some weights here. Always lots of options, team. You can make this as basic as you need it or take it up a level if you want it. And one more. Good. And now we're going to do both at the same time. So V and out. Shoulders back. Hold on to that chair if you need to. You're nice and tall and balanced. Shoulders back, out and in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. Light feet on there. 4, otherwise you might be squeezing forward. 2 and 1. Perfect. All right, bring those feet in again. I want your heels on this time. So my toes are up and the heels are pressed in. I'm going to bring my hips back just a little bit more to be a little bit more secure. Shoulders back. I just want you to go out and in. Good. Try to keep those toes up the whole time. And 8. Good. Keep the heels in and go out and in. 5, 6, 7. We're going to 10 this time. Should have last time as well. And 10. Perfect. Draw those shoulders back and down. I want you to step off of those plates. Come to standing. Try not to push off. If you can, all the way back up. Nice job. Okay, so now I'm going to take that plate next to me. And I'm going to do the same thing that I just did with the heel on and toes off. Soft knee here. And I'm going to try to just push and pull. This knee stays over my ankle. And my hips come back, but my chest stays up. So I'm not leaning down. And 8. Good. Let's do the other side. I'll just turn this. There we go. Heel on. Shoulders back. Nice soft knee here. Forward and back. Good. So take whatever option you need here. And one more. And 8. Good. Stay right here. Put your toe on again. We're going to make a nice angle back and in with that lid. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this foot out just a little to give me a little bit more security. So the heel is in and the toe is turned out a little. And I'm going to do the same thing here. It's almost like I were in first position, but I'm going to bend that knee. All right? This knee is soft. Don't lock it. Here we go. Out and back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's go to the other side. So first position again. Toes turned out, heels turned together, and out and in. Now you don't have to bend this leg at all. You can just make this one do the moving. But if you want to get nice and deep, you can take that option. 2 more, please. Keep those heels coming back toward each other. Good. All right, now, I want you to keep one leg on there. And if you can, if you have an option, bring your hands to the lower portion of your chair. If not, your hands will just stay right up here. Your shoulders are back, and you're going to bring your hips back here and straighten your spine. So I don't want you rounded, I want you straight. I'm going to come back a little bit more. Hopefully I'm still in camera. Good. All right, so now I am going to do the same thing, but I'm going to be able to get deeper. I'm going to come back and tall. Good. So again, you may be right here, and you might not be able to get super deep. That's okay. Next time you might get a little bit deeper. We're only going to do 8 here. So there's 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. Come on in and let's switch that. Shoulders back, belly tight. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Draw those shoulders back and down. And 1. Good. Come tall. Lose the plate altogether, but walk back out for me. This is a little bit of a bar movement here. Again, you may be up here, and that's just fine. Whatever works. I'm going to turn my heels together, toes apart again. Point my front leg, so probably your left leg, and bend your right knee there. Bring that leg forward and back. Just a little tap. And we're going to change this a little bit in a moment. Just a little tap with the toe to the front and to the back. And 8. Good. Now, stay to the back. Square the hips and shoulders again and squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. And let's just switch if you can. And good. Again, knees are soft, heels together, toes apart. Tap to the front, tap to the back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay to the back. You ready? Here we go. Shoulders back. Pull those abs in tight. Squeeze up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Come up tall. Roll those shoulders. I want you to place your hands onto the back side of your chair here. And you're going to bring the feet into parallel, just at a little comfortable distance. We're going to engage through our abdominals here to get a little bit of an ab workout in. So shoulders are back. And I want you to just pull those abs up and in. And then round your spine down and tall. So it's like a standing crunch. Those knees have a little bend. And I want you to think about trying to fold your hips up to your shoulders. And bring your shoulders down to your hips. So of course you won't actually be able to do that, but that's kind of the idea. And 8, good. Now you can do this next one seated, and you'll just lift one leg up at a time out to the side, or you can stay standing like me. I'm gonna do a bit of an oblique movement. So I'm gonna come back just a little and turn those heels in and toes out again. Shoulders back, and I'm going to lift and come tall. So draw that knee right to the outside of the rib cage and do that same little crunch move that we did before. And there's 8. Let's do the other side and crunch, squeeze down. 8, 7. Now my body wants to go away instead of down. So try to work on keeping nice and tall. 2, and 1. Excellent. Good. Come tall. Shoulders back and down. Good. We're at about 18 minutes. Let's go ahead and sit back down, and we'll finish up here. Good. So carefully have a seat. Can you do it without holding on to anything, and can you do it nice and slow? Keep those knees in parallel. And all the way down. Good job. Shoulders back. Just a little bit more through our spine and abs here. I want you to place one arm down, and I want you to lift this opposite hip up and round that arm over, and we'll go to the other side. Can you try to lift through that hip? It doesn't come all the way off, just a little bit higher than the opposite side. And press down through the shoulder so the shoulder isn't coming up next to the ear. Good, and once again, you could go out to the front again if that arm doesn't like to go overhead. I know that's sometimes a challenge. I had that for a few months myself. Good, and come tall. I want you to bring your knees wide, shoulders back and down, seated nice and tall. I want you to just reach up if you can, or reach out instead. Reach up and round your spine back and come all the way forward. So you're going to try to increase this range of motion. So I've got those shoulder blades just barely touching, and then if I can, I'm going to try to come all the way down to the mat, round the spine, shoulder blades, and all the way down, and up, and all the way down, and up again. Good, so just barely touching those shoulder blades on the back of your chair. If you have that option, maybe you're in a stool and there isn't one, then you'll just go back as far as you're comfortable with without losing that balance. And one more, please. Now we're going to reverse it. Reach, tap, and squeeze down. Reach up, tap those shoulders, and reach those arms down. So it's almost like you've got a big circle going on here with those hands. Like you were drawing the big circle with the oar, right? If you were in a, I don't know, some type of slave ship or something. And one more. Good, and come tall. Go ahead and bring your feet back together. Good, nice and tall, shoulders back and down. Reach your arms long. Make sure you can see your thumbs in your peripheral vision and you have a soft elbow so you're not completely locked out in those elbow pits. We're just going to twist to the back. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3 small pulses. Inhale to center and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Again. Inhale and exhale. 1, 2, 3. Come center. Last movement, circles. Inhale and exhale. 6, 5. I really want to do 8, so there's 6. 5, 4. Can't count. 3. You're like, it's just like being in a real class. And 1. Reverse it for 8. Inhale and exhale all the way around. And 7. Good. Make sure you can still see your thumbs out of your peripheral vision. Good. And 3. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Bring those arms down. Roll those shoulders a few times. I feel really good this morning. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. And reverse those circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Head tall. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring one leg out and just kind of push forward a little bit to feel that stretch through the back side of your leg. Point the toe and flex it a couple of times. Good. And if you can, then we'll cross that other leg over, hinge forward. How does that feel? You got a little bit more. You can draw that leg up a little bit deeper. Maybe it wants to go above the knee. Maybe not. If so, you could even bring that other ankle underneath you and take that big, deep stretch and back up. And we'll go to the other side. So reach long, just push through. Feel that stretch all the way from the Achilles tendon up into the back side of your leg there. Cross the ankle. Good. And draw it up a little bit more. Never right on that knee. Make sure you don't do that. You're above or below it, no matter what. And then draw that foot underneath you if you want and reach. That feels lovely. And up. Good. Bring both feet down. Good. Can you reach your feet out, come tall, and you're just going to hinge forward. And I want you to pull that belly button away, round your spine, and you don't have to go all the way down, but you're going to give me what you've got available today. Can you reach all the way to the feet? and draw yourself back up. Shoulders back. Excellent job. Let's see what we did time-wise. Good. We're at about 25 minutes. Exactly what I was hoping for. Good. Take your head and neck over side to side a couple of times. If you want a little gentle extra stretch, you can take it. But that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you were live or watching it on the replay. I always appreciate it. Give me a note in the comments to let me know that you did it, what you thought, and what you might want more of. I'm always happy to accommodate anything that you all might want. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.